everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I'm going to be talking about ways that I stay productive as a stay-at-home mom. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, first and foremost, I do want to throw this out there that these are ways that work for me. Things that I have done to change my life to make it a heck of a lot easier as a stay-at-home mom to a 1-year-old boy. So if these don't work for you, that's okay. This is just what has been working for me. So as a disclaimer. So first and foremost, wake up half an hour at least before your kid or your kids wake up. The reason behind that is it gives you a little bit of time to wake yourself up before you go ahead and have to deal with the kids who are normally either energetic or super whiny in the morning. My son, on that aspect, he's very energetic in the morning. He wants to jump, he wants to do all this fun stuff, so I like to give that time to wake up and put myself into a positive mindset and not wake up as soon as he wakes me up like I used to do. I used to wake up until he would wake me up on his camera, and I have not been doing that recently. My body has now been waking me up about 7:15 naturally, which has been great because he hasn't been waking up till about 8 o'clock, 8:30. It depends on the day. So it's been working very, very great for us, just for me to wake up at least a half an hour before he does. It gives me a lot of time to mentally prepare for my day and to wake up. So in that half an hour before he wakes up, I normally will listen to either a podcast or I listen to a guided meditation. The reasoning behind that is it kind of puts me into this mindset to get things done. I love listening to podcasts. They are very motivating for me. I love listening to other people's experiences on podcasts as well. But my favorites right now currently that I have been listening to is Clean, Simple, Free, Minimalist Living. I have been listening to this podcast for about a year now. I really, really like it. I also listen to the podcast Him and Her. Some episodes are slower than others, but again, I really like that podcast. Fourth one is the Motherhood and Money Show. Now, this is actually by a YouTuber that I have watched for a while now. Her name is Marissa. I highly recommend you following her on YouTube if you are really wanting to learn more about budgeting and financial things. She's great, along with the fact that she talks about motherhood, how she's budgeted with having Peter, which is her 1-year-old. He's literally Cohen and Peter are a day apart in birthdays. She was pregnant along the same time that I was, so I was watching her vlogs, which is why I highly recommend her. Every time she posts a vlog, I'm always watching. So I highly recommend her if you guys are in need some budgeting or motherhood tips. Last but not least, the last podcast I really like is Do Your Crap. Just for the title, you guys can already tell why I listen to it. It's very motivating. I really like it. But those are just 4 of my favorites that I listen to pretty frequently. There are way more than that that I do listen to, but just to name off a few, there's 4. So also, within that half an hour before Cohen wakes up, I like to also prepare for my day. So what does that mean? To me, that means writing down a to-do list. On that to-do list, I literally will write stuff for morning time that I should get done, things for the afternoon that I should be getting done, and things in the evening that I should be getting done. So in the morning, normally, I will write like eat breakfast, feed Cohen breakfast, that kind of stuff, do a load of dishes. Afternoon is normally when I get the most done. So I would normally do like a load of laundry, or clean the living room, or clean the bathroom, that kind of thing. At nighttime, it's more of, this is what we're having for dinner. This is what I need to do to prep for that. And also before going to bed, either do, clean the dishes from dinner or pick up the living room. I always choose between those two. But that is one way that I prepare for my day. Another one is I also set aside time for me to do things that I enjoy, which is watching YouTube videos, read books, journaling, etc. I always put aside at least an hour worth of time throughout my whole day to have some sort of me time. Now, it won't be a full hour that I actually get to sit there and do that, but it has been about 15-20 minutes that I've been able to take a break lately to have some me time and sit down and watch a YouTube video or have a YouTube video playing in the background while I'm cleaning, that kind of thing. So those are ways that I prepare for my day. All right, tip number 4. So obviously you're going to want to eat breakfast. Now this is huge. If you want to be productive, you need to be putting some nutrients into your body, some fuel, so that you have something to run off of throughout your day. You're also going to want to be taking your vitamins, your medications, that kind of stuff as, along with that. This is just what works for me. Again, guys, like I said, this is what I do. So my breakfast isn't an actual breakfast. You guys might judge me for this, but I have never been a breakfast person. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but I have never, ever been a breakfast person unless I'm magically in the mood to eat actual food in the morning. So normally in the morning, I will drink a protein shake. Now, the protein shake that brand-wise, that I have been using currently is Premier Protein. I just drank the last one this morning. Otherwise, I would show you what that is and that kind of stuff. But the garbage person already came today, so therefore, can't show you. But if you guys know what that is what I drink. I'll drink a full of those. There's 30 grams of protein in there. My favorite flavors in that would definitely have to be either like the strawberry. I'm pretty sure they have a mocha one that tastes kind of like a coffee. And then they also have chocolate, which is my go-to naturally is chocolate. But that is what I do in the morning. And then, as you guys know, I also take, I take buspirone for my anxiety, and I only take that in the morning if I feel the need to. It's not a daily thing that I need to be taking. Secondly, I take immune support, which has all my vitamins in it. It's by Designate, which is the MLM that I am a part of. And then also I take Balance, which is a pre and probiotic. Helps a lot with my digestion and my stomach problems that have been going on for a while. And yeah, I take Zyrtec right now because allergies. Pollen has been horrible right now. But with that being said, that is tip number 4. Eat breakfast and take your vitamins, medicines, that kind of stuff. Tip number 5. So tip number 5, get ready. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, like, get dressed. Okay, just by getting dressed, your whole mood will shift. And I'm not joking, especially for you stay-at-home moms. If you guys are sitting around in your pajamas or the stuff that you slept in all day, it's not going to motivate you to get anything done. All it's going to want you to do is literally lounge around. Now, I ran into this issue, and this is why I'm talking on it. I was not getting dressed. I was not getting ready throughout my day. Now, this was a part of my postpartum depression, okay, mind you. It is a part of that, but I've had to push through that because by me just wearing my pajamas during the day, I'm now wanting to just sit on the couch, not do anything, not go outside, not clean, all that kind of fun stuff. So when you're getting ready, definitely get dressed. It doesn't have to be something fancy, but get dressed, change your clothes. Brush your teeth and your hair. That is huge. Take a shower if that's what you like to do in the morning. I like to take showers at night because I'm weird. But if you like to take a shower in the morning, take a shower in the morning. And also do your personal hygiene stuff. Deodorant, wash your face, all that other fun stuff. Brush your teeth, like I said. I can say that over and over again. Brush your dang teeth because I'm a teeth person. All in all, like I just said, it makes you in a very, very good mood, and you're just kind of in a more confident mindset when you have yourself all done, you got ready for your day. You just feel more put together and confident when you do that. So I highly recommend getting ready for your day, whether that's changing your clothes and brushing your teeth, that kind of stuff, or taking a shower and putting a full face of makeup on. Whatever suits you, go for it. Okay, now this one might sound pretty cliche, but this has helped me immensely. Tip number 6 is make a daily routine. Now, with that being said, I've had to work on this very, very hard. I never have really had a daily routine other than when I worked. I would know when I needed to wake up to go to work, and then I'd come home, eat dinner and go to bed, that kind of stuff. Now that I'm not working, I'm a stay-at-home mom. it's more difficult to stay in a routine. Reasoning as to why is because you have literally nothing to do with your time most of the time. At least my mentality was thinking like that. I was not thinking, oh, I should do this while I'm not having to do this right now. But main things with making a daily routine, geez, oh Pete, if I could talk, it would definitely be a wake up time. Come up with a wake up time that you know is at least a half an hour before your kiddo wakes up. It just makes life a heck of a lot easier. Now I know waking up a half an hour before them just sounds dreadful, but I promise you it really helps. Place aside cleaning times. So my cleaning times that I'm the most productive is while Cohen's napping. Now Cohen has been napping from about 11 a.m. until about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And he has not been taking his afternoon nap because if he does, it's not till way later. So we've been kind of skipping it. We're trying to get him to take a little longer nap. So we're trying to get him into one nap. But anyways, my cleaning time and the time that I set aside to get shit done is while my kid is napping. And I highly recommend that just because there's no interruptions while they're napping. And I promise you, if you guys live in an apartment, at least for me, I don't walk around with that camera because if I hear one noise, what do? Your whole mindset goes back to focusing on your child. And I get that. I totally get that. But leave that dang camera at least in your bedroom. If you need to hear it, then you can hear it. But leave it alone. Don't bring it with you while you're cleaning because if they make a single noise, you know how we are. We're moms, okay? We stop what we're doing more than half the time to go and make sure that they're fine. We're either checking the camera or we're, peeking in the door. That kind of thing. Don't bring it with you. Set aside some me time. Like I said, that's so important. If you're not getting any time for you and the things that you want to be doing, you're not going to be overall happy. So definitely do that. Dinner time. Now, our dinner time's kind of all over the place most of the time, except for Cohen's. Cohen's dinner time and feeding schedule is always the same. He's in a more schedule than like Logan and I. Logan's schedule has been kind of, he's been laid off for a couple months and he just went back to work today. So that's great. But his schedule's gonna be crazy. So I have no idea when he's gonna be coming home. I normally have him just shoot me a text, say, hey, I'm on my way home, just so I have a heads up to start dinner. But dinner time, always set aside, that time for dinner, meal prep, that kind of stuff. I've been really getting into cooking. Cooking makes me feel way, way good about myself, so I highly recommend that if you guys enjoy it. And then last but not least with the daily routine, set aside time to play with your kids. Cohen is very independent. He likes to play by himself. I do normally in the afternoon play the most with him, just because that's when he has the most energy. In the morning, he's more like, yeah, like I said, he's energetic, when he wakes up. But after he's had his bottle, he's more kind of laid back, doesn't want to do a whole bunch. If anything, he'll be playing with his trucks and, moving the wheels, that kind of thing. Afternoon, I will normally put him in his 4-in-1 radio flyer bicycle. I bought that for him for his first birthday. He loves it. I'll put him in that. I'll literally go out and walk him to the mailbox with me. He loves to see the cars, so sometimes we'll literally sit out there and watch the cars for a little bit. That kind of sort of thing. Just put aside time to focus on the kids. And that's it for the daily routine. Tip number 7 is go outside. Now, this might sound weird, but if going outside motivates you to just get things done, because if you can spend more time outside, especially during these really warm summer months, you would. So with that being said, go outside, get fresh air, look at your surroundings, connect with nature, that kind of sort of thing. But get outside. Bring your kids outside. They need that air as well. They need the sun. You need the sun. Get the vitamin D. But yeah, tip number 7, get your ass outside. That's simple. Tip number 8. So this one I am currently working on myself. But it's staying off your phone. I'm trying to designate times during the day that I have like a social break. So I can browse my apps, check my social media, that kind of thing. I'm trying to only set aside like 5 to 10 minutes per hour that I can be on my phone to do things that are unnecessary. I've been struggling with this because ever since I had Cohen, I had so much time to be on my phone that like now my phone's kind of consumed me. So I am working on this. This is something I'm working on currently. If you don't want to stay on your phone, that's cool. But to me, my phone takes most of my attention throughout my day from doing other things that I could be doing. So I'm just going to kick that to the curb, give myself, times where I can be on my phone for things that are not a necessity on my phone, to focus on that. So that's tip number 8. Tip number 9, just do the dang thing. Now, one of my mentors, / she's one of my uplines in Monate, she told me this quote, and ever since she's told me this quote, I have lived. This quote is my life. I live it. Just do the dang thing. It doesn't matter whether you want to do it or not, just do it. She said this to me when Cohen was more of a newborn, and I just had no motivation to do crap. I didn't want to do laundry. I didn't want to get in the shower. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to, so many things I just didn't want to be doing. And the one piece of advice she told me was just flipping do it. Just do it. It's not going to hurt you by just doing it, so just do it. So that is tip number 9. Just flip and do it. Whether that's cleaning, laundry, garbage, dishes, chores that you absolutely hate, just do it. And my other tip to go along with this, do your least favorite chore first. By getting that least favorite one done, you don't have to dread the rest of the crap you gotta be getting done. So always do your least favorite chore first. It makes the rest of the chores kind of fly by faster. Tip number 10, designate a prep day. Now, a prep day to me would be, going in my planner or my journal, and prepping for either my week, my day, or my whole month as a whole. So Sundays are normally my days to set aside and work on what I have going on, the week that we're going into. That is appointments, things that I need to get done, all that kind of fun stuff. I write it all out on Sunday, and I make sure to get those done. I also budget for the week, so I will, talk about the money that I have, how much money I'm going to set aside for groceries, how much money I'm going to set aside for gas if I need it, that kind of sort of thing. So I come up with a budget for the week. And then last but not least, I also plan groceries and meals for the week. And the reasoning behind that is because I just like to get my groceries all in one trip. So by planning my groceries and my meals, it makes it 10 times easier. So with that being said, that was like a hiccup. That was weird. Sorry. Anyways, plan groceries and meals makes grocery shopping so much easier. Number 11. This one can be hard, but it can be easy. So as a stay-at-home mom, you want to have a flexible schedule. Reasoning that's behind it is literally anything could happen. Your kid could get sick. Your kid could get hurt. You could get sick. You could get hurt. All that kind of sort of thing. As a stay-at-home mom, you want to have a flexible schedule because you want to be able to have a lot of wiggle room in case things come up. As a stay-at-home mom, yes, you have responsibilities. Mine is being the homemaker, so I like to clean. I'm cooking, taking care of Cohen, all that kind of fun stuff. So by me having a flexible schedule, I am able to accomplish things more easily instead of having a set schedule. Because having a set schedule for me personally, if I don't get those things done that I had set in place for, that week or that day, I am so hard on myself. It's not even funny. Mentally, I'm horrible to myself if I don't get things done. But by having a flexible schedule, I only add 3 big things to do per week that are like to-dos that I have to do. just because if I add more than that and I don't get to that, I'm so hard on myself. So by having a flexible schedule, it makes life 10 times easier. So if you get what I'm saying, that is tip number 11. Okay guys, we're almost done. So tip number 12, find ways to earn a little cash. Now, if you guys are like me, you want to also be bringing in money. You want to be contributing, you know, or maybe even having some personal money to yourself, such as for shopping, going out to eat with friends, that kind of thing. Here are some ways that I have found that you can earn a little cash as a stay-at-home mom. So number one would definitely be starting a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast. When you hit certain amount of, you know, followers, subscribers, that kind of thing, you do start getting monetization, and that's a way to earn money. So right there, right then, as a stay-at-home mom, you could start a blog, a YouTube channel, or a podcast and make money. Number two, join a multi-leveling marketing company. Now, with that being said, I have 3 that I actually recommend that I have, you know, friends that are in or I'm in personally, and I want to go ahead and share those. So, I said 3, I meant 4, and I'm sorry if you just heard my neighbors scream at the top of their lungs. This is my life. Anywho, so 4. So Monat is obviously the one that I talk about pretty frequently. That is the one I am involved in. It is a anti-aging hair care line that is vegan, all natural, that kind of fun stuff. I love it. I've been using it for a year. Obviously, my hair has not fallen out like all these claims say that they do. But like I said, Monat is the one I'm a part of. I'm also a part of Usborne Books. That is also a good way to make extra money. You sell books. Literally, it's so easy. If you want more information about that, definitely hit me up. Nobody talks about Usborne Books, so. Another one is Young Living. I do have a couple friends who work with Young Living. They really, really like it. And to me, they don't seem too scammy. But I also don't work for them or do anything with that, so I don't know. But I do recommend Young Living or Scentsy. I do know a lot about Scentsy, and Scentsy is not a scammy one. I almost did join Scentsy. I purchased Scentsy stuff, so that's why I was going to join. But anywho, those are 4 that I recommend you checking out or, you know, joining if you do decide you want to join an MLM. Number 3, sell items in your home that, you know, either you are no longer using, your kid is no longer using, or, you know, the whole family is no longer using. That is a good way to make extra money. And last but not least, start an Etsy shop. Etsy is full of, you know, 10,000 billion gazillion little small shop businesses, personal people, and you can sell your stuff on there. You can sell crafts, candles, digital, you know, media, that kind of stuff. Just so many things on there that you can actually get yourself into and marketing and selling on Etsy. So I would definitely recommend looking into that. I have been looking into that. But like I said, that is my last little recommendation to earn a little cash as a stay-at-home mom, is to open up a Etsy shop. Number 13, find a hobby. So by having a hobby, you just have something to either, you know, blow your steam off if your kids or your husband are driving you insane, or vice versa, maybe your wife, that kind of thing. Just having a hobby is really good for that, or just a pastime by. Some hobbies that I personally have is obviously vlogging, like what I'm doing right now. This is more of a hobby for me. It's not like a full-time gig, and no, I'm not making money on this. I more do this for fun, and to build a community, and I enjoy doing it. So that's why I do this. So vlogging is more of a hobby for me. I also like to sing and write music. That is another hobby of mine that I don't talk about a lot, but I do enjoy doing that. Drawing or coloring is another one. I enjoy coloring, especially when there's nothing else for me to do. I'll just color. Or knitting. Knitting is one that I have always liked. If let's say I'm angry or I'm upset, I will knit. And I have not knitted in a long time, but I do recommend it. I love it. It's so easy once you get the hang of it. But if you do not know how to knit, bet you there's 80,000 YouTube videos of how to. So definitely look it up. It's worth it. It's fun. It's not just a grandma thing, okay? My grandma taught me when I was a kid, and I think that will be one of my, you know, most treasured memories with her is when she taught me how to knit. She taught me how to play things on the piano, that kind of thing. So no, I do not bash knitting at all. I love knitting. I don't think it's just a grandma kind of thing. It's not, in my mind. So find a hobby. Number 14, be active. Now, this might be a little more cliche and easier said than done, but be active, whether that is going for a walk. Maybe you want to go for a run. Maybe you want to play outside with your kids or your kid. Go hiking, or maybe start a workout routine. Those are ways to stay active. By being active, you're getting your blood pumping, which is good for you, and being active in general is just good for you, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it. So just get active. Go outside, run, go for a walk, do something. Just get active, okay? There's yoga, there's easy things, okay? I'm not somebody who likes to work out, okay? I will be honest. Would I like to learn how to enjoy that? Yes. But right now I'm not huge fan of working out, but I do like to be active, which is why I do take him outside, you know, push him in his little bicycle thing, or we go for a walk, or we'll go, you know, when you run errands, that is also kind of being active, you know, you're walking a lot. And you're dealing with kids on top of it, so therefore, and if you don't, well, you're lucky, because I always have my son with me when I go shopping most of the time now, so number 14, be active. Okay, last but not least is tip number 15. Ask for help when you need it. Now, this is super important for us stay-at-home moms, because maybe this is just me, but sometimes I feel like I'm alone. And it's not even that I'm alone, because I'm definitely not. There's other stay-at-home moms that feel this way. And in general, like, you're just not alone. You know, you're not alone. In the beginning of having Cohen, I never asked for help unless it had something to do with him. And I regret that. I was not keeping up with cleaning. I was not cooking. I wasn't keeping up with my own personal hygiene. And I didn't get better until I asked for help. Whether that was coming over and watching Cohen for me for an hour while I got to take a shower. Or if you could watch Cohen while I went and ran some errands. I didn't ask for help until I desperately needed it, and that is why I made this a point to talk about as a way to stay productive, is because when you are mentally, physically, emotionally drained from your kid or anything in general, you are not apt to want to get anything done. So with that being said, always ask for help when you need it. Literally. I know it feels like you're a burden when you ask, or that it's your job to be the only one taking care of your kids because you're a full-time stay-at-home mom. Mom guilt is real, I understand, but it is okay to ask for help when you need it, because if you don't, your productivity is going to go down. It's going to go down. Your mentality and your overall health is going to go down. It's going to keep going down. So ask for help when you need it. That is my last tip for staying productive as a stay-at-home mom. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and took some notes if you guys wanted to, or, you know, learned something from my experiences as a stay-at-home mom so far. Again, he's only a year old. Things could change. Obviously, if we have another kid, it'll definitely change. So therefore, these are just ways that have helped me stay productive as a full-time stay-at-home mom. They've made me feel really good about myself. I'm getting stuff done, that kind of sort of thing. So with that being said, if you guys liked this video, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. Otherwise, I will see you guys in Thursday's video. I will chat with you later. Bye-bye.